Sunken cheeks, razor-sharp jawlines, faces so transformed they're almost unrecognizable. Is this the result of discipline and hard work, or the quiet power of a weekly injection? In 2025, the Ozempic craze has turned Hollywood into a public experiment, with consequences few are willing to discuss.
Are we witnessing peak beauty, or a health crisis disguised as glamour? Tonight, we expose the most shocking celebrity transformations and the A-list reveal that broke the internet. Chrissy Teigen has long stood out in Hollywood for her willingness to be honest, even when that honesty invites criticism. From sharing deeply personal moments about motherhood and loss to speaking openly about body image, she has built a reputation for transparency in an industry built on illusion. That is precisely why recent attention around her noticeably slimmer figure sparks such intense debate. As speculation grows about Ozempic use, Chrissy addresses the conversation directly, acknowledging that she tried the medication out of curiosity, while stopping short of confirming any ongoing use. In doing so, she finds herself at the center of a cultural crossroads. Originally developed to treat type 2 diabetes, Ozempic has been reframed by Hollywood as a shortcut to weight loss, often without equal discussion of its risks. Medical professionals continue to warn about side effects, ranging from chronic nausea and fatigue to longer-term digestive complications. Chrissy's situation highlights a deeper tension. Even women who openly advocate for balance and self-awareness are not immune to the relentless pressure to conform to evolving beauty standards. Her appearance becomes less about personal health and more about public expectation. What makes Chrissy's story especially telling is not whether she used the drug, but why the conversation matters so much. It raises uncomfortable questions about how much choice truly exists for women in the spotlight. Is exploring a medical option a surrender to unrealistic standards, or simply a human response to constant scrutiny? As audiences debate her decisions, her experience reminds us that fame does not erase insecurity, and that even the most outspoken voices still navigate a culture where appearance often speaks louder than intention. Serena Williams has spent her entire life redefining what strength looks like, which is why her recent honesty resonates so deeply. Widely regarded as one of the greatest athletes of all time, Serena is no stranger to discipline, physical endurance, or mental resilience. Yet after retiring from professional tennis and navigating pregnancy and motherhood, she openly acknowledges facing a challenge many women recognize the difficulty of: managing weight as the body changes with age and biology. In a candid admission, Serena shares that she uses a GLP-1 medication commonly associated with Ozempic as part of her wellness journey, resulting in a weight loss of more than 30 pounds. What sets her story apart is the way she frames the decision. Serena is clear that the medication is not a miracle solution, nor a replacement for effort. It is a tool one used alongside movement, mindful habits, and a lifetime of physical awareness. Her transparency strips away the secrecy that often surrounds pharmaceutical weight loss in Hollywood. Instead of presenting an unrealistic image of effortless transformation, she acknowledges that even elite athletes encounter biological limits that willpower alone cannot overcome. Critics argue that someone of her caliber should rely solely on discipline, but Serena's perspective challenges that notion. She reframes medical assistance not as weakness, but as practicality. In doing so, she opens a broader conversation about health that moves beyond shame and perfection. Serena's journey reminds us that strength is not about doing everything alone. Sometimes it is about knowing when to accept support, especially when the goal is not appearance, but long-term balance, mobility, and quality of life beyond the spotlight. Lizzo's transformation sparks one of the most emotionally complex conversations in the Ozempic era, precisely because of what she represents. For years, Lizzo stands as a powerful voice in the body positivity movement, encouraging millions to embrace self-love, confidence, and joy at any size. Her message resonates deeply in a culture long dominated by unrealistic beauty standards. That legacy is exactly why recent speculation surrounding her noticeably slimmer appearance feels so charged. As her body changes, fans and critics alike begin asking the same uneasy question. Has the artist who taught us to love ourselves turned to Hollywood's most talked-about injectable? Lizzo speaks openly about prioritizing health and well-being, but she does not confirm ongoing use of Ozempic or similar medications. Still, the rumors persist, fueled by the dramatic nature of her physical changes and the broader cultural moment. Medical experts continue to caution that drugs originally designed to treat type 2 diabetes carry real risks, including chronic nausea, digestive issues, and more serious long-term concerns. The debate surrounding Lizzo is not simply about weight loss, it is about meaning. Does choosing a medical aid undermine years of advocacy for self-acceptance? Or does it expose a harsher truth that even the most confident, outspoken women are not immune to relentless societal pressure? Lizzo's situation forces a deeper reflection. If someone who champions radical self-love still faces scrutiny for changing her body, the problem may not lie with her choices, but with the impossible standards imposed on women in the public eye. Her journey reminds us that bodies evolve, health is personal, and compassion should not disappear the moment transformation begins.
Caroline Stanbury approaches the Ozempic conversation with a level of blunt honesty rarely seen in reality television. As a breakout star of The Real Housewives of Dubai, she is fully aware of how carefully most public figures manage their transformations. While others credit vague routines and clean living, Caroline chooses a different path. She openly confirms that she uses Ozempic. For her, the medication is not a secret or a scandal, but a practical tool. Framed as part of maintaining a polished image in her 40s and 50s, her admission reflects a mindset shaped by reinvention and control. Yet beneath the confidence lies a deeper debate. Ozempic, originally developed to manage type 2 diabetes, carries a long list of potential side effects, including chronic nausea, fatigue, hair thinning, and more serious long-term health risks. Caroline's unapologetic stance divides public opinion. Some viewers praise her transparency in an industry built on illusion, arguing that honesty is preferable to pretending drastic changes happen naturally. Others worry that her casual framing risks normalizing a powerful prescription drug as a lifestyle accessory, rather than a medical intervention. What makes Caroline's story so revealing is not just her choice, but the cultural mirror it holds up. Her openness forces audiences to confront the pressures placed on women to remain camera-ready well into midlife. Is she recklessly promoting a shortcut, or simply articulating the unspoken reality of modern fame? In a world obsessed with filtered perfection, Caroline Stanbury's refusal to pretend may be her most provocative move, one that challenges viewers to question where empowerment ends and expectation begins. Sharon Osbourne's transformation brings one of the most sobering perspectives to the Ozempic conversation because of her age, experience, and unfiltered honesty. For decades, Sharon has built her public identity on resilience managing her husband's turbulent career, surviving cancer, and never shying away from uncomfortable truths. So when she appears with a dramatically slimmer figure, she chooses not to let rumors spiral. Sharon openly confirms that she uses Ozempic, framing her decision as a personal choice rather than a trend. At 72, she knows exactly how unforgiving the spotlight can be, especially for women whose bodies are expected to remain youthful indefinitely. However, her transparency does not come with glamorization. Sharon is candid about the physical toll the medication takes on her body. She describes persistent nausea and a loss of appetite so extreme that even after stopping the injections, her weight continues to drop. What begins as a solution quickly becomes a challenge to control. Her experience sparks concern among fans who remember an era where gradual change and balance were prioritized over rapid results. Rather than celebrating the transformation, Sharon uses her platform to warn others about the drug's potency. She makes it clear that Ozempic is not a casual fix, but a powerful medical intervention that can disrupt the body in unexpected ways.
Her story forces a difficult reflection. If someone as tough, informed, and seasoned as Sharon Osbourne feels pressured to shrink herself at this stage of life, it raises serious questions about the standards placed on women. Her honesty stands less as an endorsement and more as a caution, reminding us that the cost of chasing thinness can be far higher than it appears.
Amy Schumer's experience with Ozempic cuts through the glamour surrounding celebrity weight loss and replaces it with something far more human. Known for turning personal struggles into comedy, Amy approaches the trend with the same honesty that defines her career. Curious about the medication dominating Hollywood conversations, she admits to trying Ozempic and initially seeing the kind of physical results many people chase. But the excitement is short-lived. Almost immediately, the side effects take over, and Amy refuses to minimize them. She describes constant nausea, deep exhaustion, and emotional discomfort that leave her feeling disconnected from daily life. What ultimately makes her decision clear is motherhood. Amy explains that the medication affects her ability to be present with her young son. Simple moments, playing, engaging, showing up emotionally become difficult when her body feels depleted. For her, the cost of weight loss outweighs any aesthetic benefit. She makes the deliberate choice to stop the medication, prioritizing her health and her family over Hollywood's unspoken expectations. Amy's openness stands in contrast to an industry where many endure side effects silently to maintain a certain image. She reminds audiences that Ozempic was originally designed to treat type 2 diabetes, not to serve as a cosmetic shortcut. Her story reframes the conversation, emphasizing that pharmaceutical interventions can impact energy, mood, and quality of life in ways that go far beyond appearance. Rather than positioning herself as a success story or a failure, Amy offers something rarer: clarity. Her message is simple but powerful. No dress size is worth sacrificing well-being or meaningful connection. In a culture obsessed with transformation, her choice to step back becomes an act of self-respect. Elon Musk's physical transformation sparks a very different kind of debate. One shaped by influence, power, and the normalization of medical shortcuts. Known globally for redefining industries from space travel to electric vehicles, Musk is rarely discussed in the context of body image. That changes when he appears significantly leaner, prompting widespread speculation. Unlike many public figures who avoid the topic, Elon addresses it directly. He confirms that his weight loss comes from a combination of intermittent fasting and Wegovy, a semaglutide medication closely related to Ozempic. For someone who prioritizes efficiency and innovation, using a scientific tool to manage weight feels consistent with his worldview. Yet his candor raises important concerns. Wegovy and Ozempic are often described as miracle drugs, but medical professionals continue to warn about side effects ranging from chronic nausea and fatigue to more serious complications involving the gallbladder and pancreas. While Musk frames his choice as practical, critics argue that his casual endorsement carries enormous weight. As one of the most influential figures on the planet, his comments can shape public behavior, especially among followers who may overlook risks in favor of quick results. Supporters counter that Musk is simply being honest and proactive about his health, emphasizing that even billionaires face the same biological challenges as everyone else. They see his transparency as refreshing in a culture full of secrecy. Still, the larger question remains unresolved. Is Elon Musk modeling a new era of medically assisted self-optimization, or unintentionally glamorizing pharmaceutical dependence? His transformation forces society to confront a growing tension between technological solutions and long-term biological balance, reminding us that just because something works quickly doesn't mean it comes without a cost. These transformations reveal more than changing bodies. They expose the pressure, influence, and risk behind Hollywood's latest obsession. Ozempic and similar drugs may deliver fast results, but the stories you've seen show that the cost can extend far beyond appearance, affecting health, identity, and quality of life.
When powerful figures normalize medical shortcuts, the line between wellness and danger becomes dangerously blurred. As viewers, it's worth questioning what we're being encouraged to admire, and at what price. If this breakdown made you think differently about celebrity transformations, share your thoughts in the comments below.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives that uncover what's really happening behind the glamour.